Usually, when Hollywood makes a movie about itself, it feels like they are patting themselves on the back. In this case, what we have here is one of the best pictures about Hollywood that Hollywood has ever made. Spoilers ahead. The 1950s noir film Sunset Boulevard shows us, through the eyes of a not exceptionally successful writer, what it can be like for a star to have it all and then lose it all. After he parks his car into her mansion, we meet Norma Desmond, a former silent era movie star, played by Gloria Swanson, who was, in fact, a silent era star herself. We see how she lives in this carefully curated world, designed so that she won't know that the world has moved on from her. Her butler, Max, who was actually her ex-husband and former director, played by Erich von Stroheim, who was also in real life a silent era director, makes sure Norma lives her fantasy of still being relevant. As much as she tries to buy Joe with expensive gifts, the truth is he doesn't love her. This ends up destroying her when he tells her that everything she's living is a lie, and this, being too much for her to take, makes her completely dissociate from reality. As far as the plot goes, there's a reason this film is a favorite among cinephiles. It's brilliant. We are told from the start that Joe is going to die. The question is, how and why? That's quite a nice spin, particularly for a movie from the early 50s. The concept itself is brilliant. It's about Hollywood and everything that goes with it. We have silent era stars that struggle with the concept that they are no longer relevant in the world of sound. Directors had to adapt, and as much as there is still a lot of love for her, mostly in the filmmaking world, her name had become a forgettable memory. Imagine being the greatest star of an era, and now the whole industry has changed. She still had the money to keep living her fancy lifestyle, but the world is a cruel place. I love seeing old film sets. I recently visited the Paramount Pictures lot, and those gates have so much history, it's incredible. Those were the true movie stars, with their eccentricities and luxuries. This regard for the industry has unfortunately been lost. And if that was evident in 1950, it's far more evident now. It's hard to focus on the protagonist, Joe, when Norma steals the screen. But his position was a complicated one as well. It was essentially a jail, a gold-plated jail, but a jail nonetheless. Norma, with her mental struggles, forced him to stay, and just when he decided that it wasn't his responsibility, he got shot. And that final scene is amazing. I'm unsure how popular it was back then to break the fourth wall, but damn is it effective. We, the audience, go from feeling like the picture was just a picture to feeling part of it when we were addressed by Norma Desmond herself. The acting is brilliant. Gloria gives the performance of a lifetime with those brilliant, varied expressions that communicate so much. Couldn't expect less from a silent era actress. The direction is splendid, the framing is amazing, and the overall vibe of noir is very much there. You can feel intimately connected with the film. Also, when she makes that Chaplin impression, it's a nice nod to the biggest star of the silent era. Someone who indeed ended up adapting to it and making wonderful pictures with sound. It's a great commentary on an industry that changes so rapidly and often forgets very easily. As always, thank you for watching. See you next time.